Hello everyone, welcome to Career Launcher, and we are live with the Masterclass 2027 Logical Reasoning, and today's topic is coding decoding. So we are going to talk about how we are going to solve questions of coding decoding very quickly, and this is what we have done in the master classes. So let's start. So basically this question is talking about fertile is coded as this. What would it be coded as? So F is F, E is M, and R is J, and it looks very odd. Why I'm saying this looks very odd? Because first alphabet is F, and here first alphabet is F, here again first alphabet is F, and in coding decoding generally that is not the case. We don't have the same alphabet. So what should be the logic over here? So I am going to take this back letter, that is E, and increase by 1, so I am going to get F. Okay, then I am going to take this letter L, then increase by 1, so I am going to get M. Now if I look in the reverse order, the first two letters are same. It means the order is going from back to front and increasing by one letter. So basically here it's not like F is corresponding to F, E is corresponding to M. This is going to be back to front. Because, and how did I get this idea? Because this F is same as this F. Generally that is not the case in coding decoding, because if I say this F is this F, the change is 0. E to M, the change is very random. R to J, again very random, and that should not be the case. Okay, so T goes to U, N becomes O. So I got U and O. So this option is eliminated. Now I am directly going to, I can say last letter is different. So P will become Q. So last letter should be Q. So this, I got this option. So what I am doing right now, I am not solving this. I am trying to eliminate three options by just calculating a couple of things and get the answer very quickly. I hope I am clear, everyone. Now, let's look at this one. So triangle is this, square will be coded as what? Okay. So T, now here, if I'm going to look at T, T R I A N G L E. T is S. It means I am going one letter behind. So S, one letter behind is going to be R. No use for me because all the alphabets are R here. R is going to be S. This is going by +1. Okay, then I is becoming H. This is going by -1. So I can say my arrangement is -1, then +1, then -1, then +1. So S, Q, +1, so R. So I am getting R and R. This is rejected. R and R, R and P. This is also rejected. Now, if I calculate U, I am not even going to calculate for U, because if I look at U, even if I go by +1 or -1, I am not going to get I. So this option is also rejected. So I am going to get my answer as option C. I hope I am clear. इतना ही सिंपल है. तीन ऑप्शन. आई एम नॉट सॉल्विंग इट, आई एम नॉट गेटिंग द आंसर कंप्लीटली, आई एम एलिमिनेटिंग थ्री ऑप्शंस. और जब भी मैं क्वेश्चन पढ़ रहा हूँ, एक बात ध्यान रखिए, साइड बाय साइड ऑप्शंस भी पढ़ रहा हूँ, क्योंकि अगर आप ऑप्शन नहीं पढ़ेंगे ना तो कोई सेंस नहीं है, आप कभी भी किसी क्वेश्चन को जल्दी नहीं कर पाएंगे. सो साइड बाय साइड योर जॉब इज टू रीड द ऑप्शंस एज वेल. नाउ लेट्स लुक एट दिस वन. नाउ टेल मी द आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. I'll give you 30 seconds and tell me the answer. You have 30 seconds to answer this particular question. What is the answer? So this is anyhow not more than 30 to 45 second. This is a 30 to 45-second question. And what is the approach? Let's see. So T to R, what is the journey? That is -2. R to P, what is the journey? That is again -2. A to Y, -2, and so on. So every alphabet is going by -2. Should I calculate for S? No, because every option, every value is Q. So there is no sense to calculate for this. C, C is going to be A. So this is rejected, this is rejected. So I got two options. Now OO, and instead of calculating, if I'm going to look at the two options, both values are MM, so there is no point in calculating for O. Now next one is R and S. So if I calculate T, I am going to get the answer. Now T is what? I am not even calculating. T is what? T is R. So that is also rejected. I got my answer. That is going to be option A. Understood? कुछ नहीं निकालना है ज्यादा, सीधे आंसर मार्क करना है. Clear? So first, this one. You have 30 seconds. This one. What is the answer? So let's understand the logic first. So I am going to go with P to M. So how many letters I am going before? So M, N, O, P. So basically -3. E to B, -3. So if there are two consecutive changes, and A to X, -3. So if there are three consecutive changes, arrangement is anyhow going to be same. Now D, -3 is going to be A. Okay, that helps me eliminate this option. This D is also going to be A, but unfortunately all the options are giving me A only. Okay, now A is going to be X, means third alphabet should be X. Second alphabet I'm not calculating because these three are same. Okay, then N, -3. So if I go with J, K, L, M. So basically it can't be K, so that is eliminated. Okay, now I am left with two options. So I got J. Now if I calculate the next one, I got my answer. So basically next one is going to be L, O, three letters behind, that is going to be what? L, L, M, and O. So it means my answer is directly going to be option A. So read the options, solve it, get the answer very quickly. Now, question number 5. Now it says that body can be written as APCJ. So what is B? B is going back by 1. So B becomes A. So D becomes C. So this option is gone. Okay. O becomes P, means the next alphabet is going to be F. So F, in all three options I am getting F. No need to calculate. Now D becomes C. So one alphabet before. So L is going to be K. All the options have K. Then H. H is going to be I. So H is going to be I. That is going to be only in this option. So got the answer. That is option C. So when you are going to parallelly read the options, you get the answers very quickly. Now let's move on to the next one. This one, the ration is written as OPJBUS. Okay. So R is what? Look, R is O. Again, if I'm going to look at it is A, and nearby alphabet of A is B, right? So it means it should be somehow in the reverse order, right? So R is going to be S. So R is going by 1. So it should be in the reverse order. So A is going to be B, but it should be at the end. So this is eliminated, this is eliminated, this is eliminated, got the answer, and that is option A. And this is how we read, and these are the points that give us the hint to get the answer quickly. This one. So take some time, solve, and then we will start. Now B becomes A. Okay, that is very easy to read. E becomes F. So I am going to see -1, I am going to see +1. N is this is +1. U becomes T, that is -1. M becomes N +1. So I am simply seeing the series of +1, -1, +1, -1. So S will become T. So this is gone. Then second alphabet T is going to be S. This option is gone. Then V is same, V same, C same, C same. Now D and F. Okay. So this is +1, this is -1, this is +1, this is -1. So this should be +1. So E is going to be F, and that is going to be option D. So read it, don't solve it, get the hint from the remaining question, take the hint from the options, and get the answer quickly. And this is the approach. Now this one, again, the similar type of question that G can be written as IQNF. G is going to be I, G H I. So G to I plus 2. G to I plus 2. So W plus 2, WXY. That is option 1. Not going to solve anymore. Very nice, Astha. Now, this one, that is +1. So this is the approach to get the answers very quickly. Now, let's move on and solve the next question very quickly. This one. Now, solve this one very quickly. And let's see how we can get the answers. Okay. Asta, what is the logic that you are using over here? Are you finding the pattern over here? In these kind of questions, if you are trying to find the pattern, that is going to be a huge waste of time. Don't do it. So what is the approach that I'm going to see? So if you look at C, C is coming twice, and both the places C is written as P. So if I'm going to look at this C, C is P. If I look at this C, this is also P. Okay. If I look at this O, that is E, and next O, that is also E. So basically, it means wherever, so basically every alphabet is coded as some letter. So S is what? S is going to be N. So first letter, so S is what? S is N. So this option is gone, this option is gone. Now next one is what? Next one is O. So O is what? O is E. So N, E, N, E. Both the options have N, E. I, then L. L is what? L is K. I would say that is option B. That's it. Just looking at the corresponding numbers. I'm not going to solve everything. I'm just going to figure things out. Just read it and see what works for me. Understood? So in these kind of questions, there is no need to find what the coding is. This one. Ashi, how have I solved the question in order means? Good evening. So basically, what did I do? Uh, if I'm talking about this particular question, so in this question, what is happening? That I am just looking at C. C is appearing twice, and at both the places of C, I am getting P only. So, and if I'm going to look at O, in both the places of O, I am getting E only. So it means one particular alphabet corresponds to one particular alphabet, doesn't make a difference which place they are. Got it? So what did I do? I just started finding the values of the alphabets. So if I look at this S, so S is what? S is third last letter. S is what? Third last letter N. So this S should belong to N. This O, second alphabet. So this O is E. E. Then this L is second last alphabet, that is equal to K. So N and in between something. Got it? So NE and in between something NK, then I am going to get only one possible answer, and that answer comes out to be option B. Understood? Now, if I look at this one, what? Okay. So, Ashi, what is the problem? Mr. Yadav, which question we are talking about? Okay, Ashi, and what is the confusion you have? If you can elaborate your question, I would be elaborating my answer. एक बार थोड़ा सा hint दो what you didn't understand. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me write it very clearly. I got C O N S C I O U S L Y, and that is represented as P E B N N P J E P J E X N X N K M. Right. If you look at C, C is always replaced by P. If you look at O, O is always replaced by E. If I look at S, S is always replaced by N. So it means a particular alphabet is replacing another alphabet. Mr. Yadav, just give me 2 minutes. Okay. Then I am looking for soil. So I know that S represents N, S represents N, O represents E, O represents E, I represents J, I represents J, L represents K, L represents K. I got my answer. That is option B. Got it? Okay. Now this one. So basically, if I'm going to look at December, what is going to happen to December? If you look at this December, if you look at this, all the alphabets here are written here. Yes or no? All the alphabets here are written here. Agreed? So it means I am not even trying to find what is the order. Generally, if you are going to look at the order, that is DE is written here, then CE is written here, and it is written two pairs are written in from the backwards. So I'm not going to even worried about it. Then I'm going to look at this. So its original coding needs to have same alphabet. So it must have N, and this option doesn't have N, doesn't have N, doesn't have N. I got my answer. That is option C. समझ आया? कुछ नहीं करना है. This one. Oh, I'm sorry. This one. Okay. Paper is written as, so I got PAPER. My bad. OZODQ. Minus 1. This is also what? Minus 1. This is minus 1. So we are going minus 1, right? So P minus 1 is O. So I can eliminate first option. Okay. E minus 1 is D. So this option is also eliminated. Now third letter, no need to calculate. Then fourth letter is C, minus 1 is going to be B. That comes out to be option D. Very nice. This one. How means? Every alphabet is going back by 1, isn't it? We are doing minus 1, Arshi, everywhere. So P minus 1 comes out to be O, right? E minus 1 comes out to be D. So with the help of these two, I can eliminate option A and option B. And I'm not calculating the third letter because in the third letter, both the options C and D both have M. So even if I calculate, that will be wastage of my time. And after that, when fourth letter is C, when I'm going to go to minus 1, I am going to get B. So no need to calculate everything. This one. Now this one. Hmm. What is the answer? C. So what I'm going to do? What is K here? K is L. What is K here? K is L. This option are gone. What is R here? S. What is R here? It should be S. Got the answer? Clear? This one. Okay. So, so are you trying to find the decoding in this? So tell me this. Are you trying to find the decoding in this? How to code, how to decode? Astha, Mr. Yadav. So I would suggest that's not a good approach. And why not? And why not? Because if you look at R, what is the value of R over here? That is X. What is the value of R? R is given as X. Okay. And what else is common? I would say A. A is what? A is J here. What is A? A is J here. So it means the alphabet are replaced by something. So R is what? X. Rejected, rejected. Now next one, sorry, this one is rejected, this is not. Now next one is A. What is A? A we have found out A is J. A is J means this is J, this is J. And second last alphabet should also be J. So that is also J. So it means this is also out. So answer becomes option A. This is as simple as this. This one, Rustam is something, Rastogi is something. R is I, R is I. Okay. So in both of them. Okay. Then if I'm going to look at the third letter, that is S, S is W, S is W. So it means again what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace the alphabets. So R is what? I. U is what? N. S is what? W, W. So I need to find I and W, W. This is not the option. This is not the option. This is not the option. Got the answer. That is option C. So fairly easy. And this one. Now again, this is, I would say, this is not a tricky question. And why not? Because some random thing is there. But if I'm going to look at the vowels, I is still the same, E is still the same, and they both are retaining their original position, means vowels are not changing. So I is going to be at the second place. This is out. This works. E is going to be at fifth place. That is fine. This looks correct. This is false. This is false. So answer of this question becomes option B, and that is how I am going to approach this question. So whenever you are going to solve these kind of questions of coding decoding, always make sure you read the options and use a little bit of logic so that you can get the answers very quickly. And this is how, if I'm going to approach these questions in the exam, then this is how I'm going to approach. And with this, let's wind up for today's session. Thank you. I'll see you next week. Okay, Mr. Yadav, you want a little more difficult questions?